name is Vatiseva Dirnenima of Tau Primary School in the province of Nandrunga, in the western side of Fiji. I find the SpaTap very, very important. They play a very important role in the lives of the school children. Since the day you have arrived in our school and have introduced SpaTap to us, I found the children very interested in using it. So that means it really helps the children to wash their hand at all times. I think it will really help them to have clean hands, not only washing their hands during lunchtime or before they have their lunch, but it helps them to be conscious of washing their hand whenever they come out of their classroom, or after playing and before going back into their classrooms, since we are hanging the SpaTap outside their various classrooms. Since we are in the western side of Fiji, where water is scarce at times, especially in the dry season, SpaTap will really help us to minimize water wasting and also to help the children realize that water is a very important part of their daily life. Before SpaTap intervention, the children usually crowded around the 6 taps that we have in the school. The school roll is about 165 and we have only 6 taps. So before, people have to line up at the tap, usually pushing one another to get their hands washed. But with the SpaTap, now we see the children, they lining up properly and taking turns in washing their hand, because the other taps are used by the classrooms that are closer to the tap, while those who are far away from the tap, they are using the SpaTap. Our water source over here is from the borehole, and it is expensive to run the borehole. So with the SpaTap, I know it will really help us in cutting down the cost of running the borehole. It is expensive to run the borehole because it is being powered by the electricity supplied by Energy Fiji, and so running the borehole for 14 weeks is not that cheap. It's very expensive. Yes, I'm really thankful that we have been introduced to SpaTap, and I highly recommend SpaTap to all the schools, not only to those schools that have scarcity of water at times, but to all schools, because it really helps in instilling in the children how important water is. So water usage, proper water usage is part of SpaTap, and also in cutting down the cost of wasting water.